Hi guys, welcome back to another video on Amazon Girl. Today we are going to be talking about teen skincare routine. Me struggling with finding a good skincare routine, I thought it would be good to help you guys out. Okay, so cleanser, one of the most important steps to your teen skincare routine. So I have a list of requirements that I always look for in products when I'm building my routine. First of all, it needs to be affordable. Ain't no teens got no money. They got no money. And it needs to have good ingredients. Just because it's affordable, it still needs to be good for my skin. And it actually needs to do the job of cleaning. So I have two La Roche-Posay cleansers here. So the first one, the hydrating cleanser, is for dry to normal skin. It has a really hydrating, cleansing feeling. It's affordable and it cleanses well. Now if you have acne prone or oily skin, the Flare Clear medicated gel cleanser is super good for your skin and it just works so well. Okay, moisturizer. Such a good thing for teens that are having much cell turnover. They need a good moisturizer to lock everything in, especially if you have dry skin. So the requirements are, it needs to be affordable, it needs to hydrate, and it needs to have clean ingredients. So for dry to normal skin, I recommend the Sonjung Barrier Intensive Cream. That's really good for damaged barriers. It's hydrating and it has such good ingredients. So if you have oily skin, which I really struggled with in when I was finding teenage products, so I really liked a water-based gel. So I found that this Intense Free, the Blossom, I think this one is, the Cherry Blossom, is so good for my skin. Like, it's so light that like on my oily skin, I can barely feel it. Okay, the dreaded pimple. You guys all know that when we are going through our body changes as a teenager, our skin is crazy. And it's dry, or it's oily, or it has pimples one day, or it's completely clear. We can never know. So I'm going to tell you guys an affordable way to get rid of the pimple. Now, I didn't do much research on this one because this is what I use. Not to brag, I can get rid of a pimple so fast. In like 2 days, my pimple is gone. So I'm going to show you guys what you need to do. First of all, it needs to be affordable. It actually needs to get rid of the pimple, and it actually needs to have good ingredients. So a lot of this stuff you may already have at home. So the first thing I like to do as soon as I see that pimple, I put ice or Jute roller, and then I put a hot towel. It's called a hot and cold compress to try to push the pimple out, but don't pop it. Never pop your pimple. Especially, I get a lot of the under the skin barrier pimples. Don't pop it. So do a hot and cold compress and Jute roll it with cold. You can use this. All you have to do is put boiling water on a towel and an ice cube or a Jute roller, and that works so well. Also, the American way of getting rid of a pimple is known to like dry out your pimple. You want to dry out your pimple, so like back then they used to use toothpaste. But the Korean way of getting rid of a pimple is hydrating it, and that actually is so much more efficient. So that's where I go. So once I'm done with that, I'll do a snail mucin, and I use the one peach slices because the Corsex one is way too thick for my skin, so I really like that one because it's just really good for getting rid of my pimples. And then when I'm going to bed, I put Vaseline spots on my pimple to keep it hydrated. That is what's going to get rid of my pimple. And then if it really is just such a bad pimple, don't pop it. Use a pimple patch, and I know these are a little bit expensive, but you rarely need to use them, so I would do the Hero Cosmetic Mighty Pimple Patches. Okay, now sunscreen. A lot of teenagers skip this step, and it is a necessity. So I put together a little needs list. It needs to protect us from the sun. It needs to be affordable. It doesn't need to make our face look like oil bomb, because sometimes I put on sunscreens and my face looks so oily, and it needs to have good ingredients. So here are my two favorite for a teen skincare routine. Is the Hero Cosmetics Force Shield Sunscreen. That one's so good, and it has a semi-green tint, so it's really good for color correcting. So if you're not allowed to wear makeup, it's actually like kind of like helps your skin look even better. And then the Beauty of Sunshine, I have talked about this one so many times. It's absolutely my favorite. So of course I would choose that one because it's so moisturizing. It's just so good. Okay, the routine. The routine needs to be quick because we got no time to spend 20 minutes on our skincare routine before we go to school. It needs to be efficient and it needs to be affordable. So the first thing we need to do is emulsify our cleanser with water and clean your face. So what you do to emulsify is you rinse. You add a couple drops of water and just rub your hands until it gets a bubbly texture, and then you can clean your face. Second is rinse off with freezing cold water and pat dry. I don't know why, but the freezing cold water is so good for my face. The next is, if you have a pimple or you're just feeling like really sweaty, jade roll your face or ice your face. I love doing this, especially in the night. And then the next is put lots of moisturizer on your face, and then just blend in your sunscreen and just enjoy. Well, I hope you guys loved this skincare routine. I'm just trying to make it my mission to help you guys take care of yourselves better with products. And having a teen skincare routine is very, very hard for a lot of us because we got no money and we often don't have the time or don't have the knowledge on how to build a routine. So I'm here to help you guys. If you have any suggestions that worked for you, you can comment down below. But if not, have a great day, enjoy, and subscribe. I will see you later.